Get the wolves back. Get the wolves back in the courtyard. Welcome to the Fred Dreyer Show. I'm Michael Horn. Got a great show here. Jeremy Dayton, Corey Marino, the star of our show, the one and only Fred Dreyer. Fred, how are you this week?
Pretty good, pal. I was just about ready to ask you that. You've been out fishing, and
yes,
the group wants to know how'd you do?
Caught some carp. Got some bottom feeders over there. That fish that you like. What is it?
Tilapia.
Tilapia. I'm gonna make it for you because I know you love the bottom feeding fish.
Boy, it's the only fish I know where you just pick it up and it'll squish between your fingers.
Great. Now, this is a true story. I have to tell this one real quick. Fred and I go out to dinner a lot, and we used to go out to Dimian's restaurant, and they ran out of salmon. Fred is one of the great salmon aficionados in the world.
I'm an expert, actually.
He's an expert at it. We were out with Bob Moore, a local radio genius, and they said, well, we're out of salmon, but we've got tilapia. So Fred said, I'll try it. So Fred liked it so much he added it for a second one. While he was eating the second one, Bob Moore started talking about that guy with the world's craziest jobs, the guy that had to clean out the tilapia tanks because apparently they are bottom feeders. And the look on Fred's face, you've never had tilapia since then, am I right?
I said, where do you guys go gigging for your tilapia?
First and last tilapia for Fred Dreyer, ladies and gentlemen.
I haven't had a tilapia since.
You have not had it. It's very amazing. It's just great. It's good stuff. Just like you've gotten, though, into pizza. Now, when you were in your other fun story is when you were in high school, you went out, got a piece of very hot pizza, and you ate it at the beginning when it was hot.
All pizzas are hot, by the way.
Yes, they are hot.
And if they're not, I wouldn't eat it. So I chomped down on the end. I put the point into my mouth and chomped down on it, and it stuck to the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
And it started burning, and I couldn't get it out. So here I was. My girlfriend said I was running across the street, Hawthorne Boulevard, with my finger in my mouth, trying to get the damn pizza out of my face.
Going streaking.
Never ate pizza again, but now you have again. You've discovered some good pizza. We had that
that's right.
Napoleon or something pizza that's kind of that real soft pizza, and that got you going.
Well, we get extra thin. That's
thin,
the key.
Extra thin crust.
It's GMO.
GMO will not stick to the roof of your mouth. Let's take a break, have some pizza, and come back with more food stories on the Fred Dreyer Show. Precious metals, gold and silver, are in early-stage bull markets. This, of course, is no surprise to former senior bank executive and #1 best-selling author John Truman Wolfe, who called these moves months ago. And no surprise either to readers of his widely heralded newsletter, strategicfinancialintelligence.com, where subscribers that have followed Wolfe's recommendations have profited handsomely. Wolf subscribers have also been enlightened with his ongoing crypto recommendations, as well as key equities which have also soared. Calling the right investments is one skill. Knowing when to take profits and enjoy winnings is another. John Truman Wolfe does both. Take advantage of the summer discount sale where prices have been reduced from $249 to just $99 per year. strategicfinancialintelligence.com. Subscribe today. Don't miss these bull markets. strategicfinancialintelligence.com.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1,800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Step into the world of Harmony Cheese, where Wisconsin's finest dairy traditions come to life. Our master cheesemakers have perfected the art of crafting exquisite cheeses using only the freshest, highest quality milk. Indulge in our signature Golden Age cheeses, a collection of handcrafted masterpieces that will tantalize your taste buds. Savor the tangy sweetness of cranberry and orange opera jelly, the rich buttery smoothness of our aged Gloucester, or the bold, complex flavor of our Merlot cheddar. Harmony cheese is more than just cheese. It's an experience. Every bite is a journey through the heart of Wisconsin, where passion and craftsmanship meet to create culinary delights. Visit our cheese shop in Athens or shop online at harmonycheese.com and discover a world of flavor that will leave you craving more. Visit our website at harmonycheese.com. Boy, you're killing me with that Harmony cheese, let me tell you. By the way, that's the old commercial. Mention CRN Talk. CRN, the keyword, you get 10% off your order at harmonycheese.com. You like cheese, don't you, Fred Dreyer?
No, not necessarily.
You're not a huge cheese fan?
No, not.
You would like
not
this.
Really.
The Harmony cheese is very good. It's very light and wonderful, or you can get some other stuff. You have to just pick and choose your favorite cheeses. JD, Jeremy Dayton, you a cheese fan? Corey, you a cheese fan?
I like Cheez-Its. I eat cheese, but
yeah, I eat cheese all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know if my body does.
Oh, my body definitely doesn't.
Oh,
But
yeah, mine does
I love
too.
It.
It just follows
great.
you around all day.
It's great. It's delicious, I'll tell you. It's good. All right, I'm Michael Horn, along with Corey Marino and our producer, and Jeremy Dayton, our producer, the star of our show, Fred Dreyer. Fred, we taped this show midweek, so the World Series could be over by now. But let's talk about a couple of moments in the World Series, and a couple of things I liked, and I need your guys' opinion on this. Is when you got into extra innings, and the Dodgers played 18 of them, they went to 18 extra innings there, 9 extra innings there in that game on Monday night. They got rid of the put a runner on base when you start the inning off, and I'm happy to see that because I think it's cheating when you put a runner on base and give a team an advantage that they, put stress on the team.
Well,
Your thoughts,
why
Fred
don't
Dreyer?
you put him on third?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and just or here's one behind the umpire. So when the guy hits the ball in the infield, he just dances around the umpire and touches home plate.
That's it. It's not pure baseball, am I right?
Well, it's the cheap. It's the cheap end, I mean,
Yeah.
You see why they do it, though. I mean, right?
Why?
Because you can't have. I mean, if you have, especially with the amount of money they're paying these players, if you have like multiple 18-inning games, you're going to wear out the bullpens. You're going to wear out the players. I mean,
I don't care.
I know the fan will probably love it.
Here's the thing, JD. Here's the thing. If you are, if you're a home team, you have the last at bat, and then you go into extra innings, you've lost your home field advantage because the visitors are the first guys up in the 10th inning, and they get a runner on second base, and if they score, they've now put the pressure on the home team. You lose your whole advantage. I don't like it. I think it's unfair. The other thing I can't stand, and it's still in baseball during this World Series, is once you bring in a stinko pitcher from the bullpen, and both Toronto and the Dodgers have had bullpen problems, you're stuck with that guy, Fred Dreyer, for like he's got to pitch to 3 batters before you can take him out.
Yeah, and that's not good because this last year we had a real good example of the wrong side of that decision.
Yes.
And the Dodgers stunk the whole year, and finally they right toward the last 25 games of the season before playoffs, they kind of got it right, And although this last couple of weeks it's just been all starters.
Yeah.
And it's been good.
Well, and Corey, excuse me, correct me if I'm wrong, but you still have to pitch to 3 batters. But if you come in and you're only pitched to 1 batter and the inning ends, you can take that pitcher out and start a fresh one the next inning. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That's what they did with Kershaw. They brought him in with 2 outs and bases loaded, and then he pitched to 1 batter and got that guy out, thankfully.
My thought is, what's the reason to make that rule?
It was just slowing games down, and it was too much gamesmanship.
That's the problem. You know, they're now trying to manipulate the game, and there's no reason for it anymore. That's not a concern anymore.
Yeah, you want to slow it down, bring the pitcher in, and don't let him have any warm-ups. He's already been warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, what's he been doing in the bullpen?
Yeah, just have him come in and start pitching.
I've
Give me a
always
break.
thought that, but I think they want them on like the actual mound to get used to that.
Well, then give him
I don't
2
know,
pitches from the mound and away you go to the moon. You know, it's just, here's the deal: you get a pitcher, somebody comes in, and you can tell when a relief pitcher is not going to perform well when they come in and they walk the first batter they faced, and possibly walk the second and the third, and then they got to call in a guy like Kershaw. And the announcers put pressure on him, saying, "Oh, this could be his final appearance in a Major League Baseball game, just like Sandy Koufax finished his career." And they show a picture of Koufax in the crowd after the World Series in 1963. And then good old Kershaw comes in, and luckily had the guy swing, had him chase one of his pitches, and got out of the inning with the last out.
He was real close to being a gopher.
I was praying for him. I really, JD, I was praying for the guy.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I was, too, because obviously you don't want his last moment to go out like that. He's a man of faith, very humble. But, like, those are the kind of moments that just define postseason baseball, where it's like both players are feeling the pressure. Which one's going to crack first? That was an epic showdown there.
It's another epic, I'm telling you. Now I've got a theory on Game 4, and Fred Dreyer. This is where home field advantage, or it doesn't work for you. You play 18 innings in Game 3. You go home. You got to talk to the wife. You got to play with the kids. You don't get a lot of sleep. You're dead tired. If you're the visiting team, you're not going home. You're going to the hotel. What's there to do? Manager says, go to bed, get a lot of rest. The visitors are more rested on Game 4 than the home team is. Fred?
I don't know about that.
Well, tell me why.
Well, you've got to play the damn game. Who are you playing?
Well, that's true.
You're playing against the visitors. In this case, it's Toronto.
Yeah.
And if they can't go to bed, then hell with them.
Well, but then you see the warm-up going on, and Freddie Freeman's throwing the little balls there to his kids and everything. I get that during the regular season, but once you get into the World Series, I mean, every second of that game that's it, do or die. You got to stay focused.
Did you see one umpire check a pitcher's glove?
No, actually, I didn't.
Yeah, all that stuff now has just been discarded.
Yeah, so let's just keep it out.
Not that I'm
accusing anybody.
Demanding that all the pitchers have their gloves checked, but it's just another superfluous, failed attempt at satisfying a group of people.
Yeah, well, Fred, you're an all-pro defensive end from the world of football. Well, they don't check your hands in football. Maybe if they would, they'd see that some guy just took his spikes and ran over him or something. I mean, come on, baseball's checking people's, belt buckles and the back of their heads and all this kind of stuff. I mean, is there any way you can cheat in football by putting grease on the football? No, it's going to fall out of your quarterback's hand.
No, there's no reason to do that. I mean,
yeah.
It's just a lot of busy talk by people who have nothing to do. They're lawmakers,
Yeah, they call penalties if you do stuff like that. You try to gouge somebody's eyes out when you knock them down, you're going to pay for it with a penalty.
Well, if you're a cheap shot, there were teams that had problems with that.
Like what?
Like the St. Louis Cardinals football team.
Really?
Yeah, they had some players there on the offensive line that were very naughty.
What would they do?
Well, they would trip you. They would leg whip you, which is probably one of the things you really don't want to do.
Leg whip you?
They'll leg whip you.
What do they do when they leg whip you?
They leg whip you. You know what a leg whip is?
No, tell us.
You don't know what a leg whip is?
No, tell our audience. I'm sure there's another guy out there.
That goes back to the playgrounds.
Yeah?
Yeah, you set the guy up. The guy comes off the ball, rushing into the pocket, and he drops down. The offensive lineman drops down and whips his leg around in a very can be a violent
Yes.
gesture, and it's not fun,
Muay Thai style.
And he hits you with the leg, is that right?
Yeah, you've seen that. You've seen it. Come on, Mike.
Let me go ahead and try to demonstrate for you.
You can't be that lame.
Stand
Come on.
right there, Fred. Go ahead. Here comes my leg. Did you feel that?
Oh, boy, that was a good one, Mike.
That's good. No, Bozo once had some guy kneel behind me in second grade and then push me over the back of him. But it was the last time he did that to me. I kind of answered that with another little move called a fist pump.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
800-475-7125. 800-475-7125. That's 800-475-7125.
Savor the past and savor the glory days of Las Vegas. Enjoy 70 years of true Las Vegas history as 4 generations of family wait to greet you at the legendary Bootlegger Italian Bistro. Wine, dine, and experience Mama Maria's award-winning original recipes while surrounded by original family photos and celebrity memorabilia. Enjoy piano artistry nightly with music from the Great American Songbook in our main formal dining room. The Bootlegger Italian Bistro, 7700 Las Vegas Boulevard South, in the entertainment capital of the world. The Bootlegger Italian Bistro, open 7 days a week. 7700 Las Vegas Boulevard South, in the entertainment capital of the world. It's Vegas, baby.
To break or not to break your stucco? That is the question that homeowners have to ask themselves. Do they want to do that? I think not. Hi, Aaron here from California Deluxe Windows. In more than 20 years, we learned how to make most beautiful, energy-efficient windows to make your home beautiful, comfortable, and more valuable. We do not break the stucco, and we install our windows so precise that your house can be covered with potato chips, and we wouldn't crack one.
866-988-5100. 866-988-5100. For the best custom windows built right here in Southern California, call Aaron at California Deluxe Windows. Get 20% off your entire project and 1-year interest-free financing in Chatsworth and Santa Clara. 866-988-5100. 866-988-5100. CSLB number 774518. Some restrictions may apply.
Welcome back to the one and only Fred Dreyer Show, everybody. I'm Michael Horn, along with our producers Corey Marino, JD Jeremy Dayton, and the star of our show, Fred Dreyer. We're heard on our flagship 790 KABC in Los Angeles, Sirius XM Channel 217, XM Channel 203, Sirius 217, and on the Sirius XM app at 967 on radio stations around the country. And at crntalk.com, you get our podcasts. Just go to your favorite podcast platform, Spotify, whatever it is, and search The Fred Dreyer Show. Or better yet, use that cell phone of yours, that smartphone, and dial this number, pound 250, pound symbol 250, hit send. When the call is answered, say, find my podcast. They'll ask you what podcast, and you say The Fred Dreyer Show. They'll send you a text and load it whether you got an iPhone or an Android, and you can listen to us time and time again. All right, let's get a few more just World Series notes in here. Fred, again, 18 innings went into Game 3, and I have to mention, you got to be able to manage your pitching staff in case a game goes to 18 innings. You can't be taking these guys in and out. You got to have a plan to maybe use a starter here and there if you have to. Am I correct?
Well, look, you and I have talked about this for decades.
Yes.
The fact of the matter is some teams have a policy that supersedes who the managers are. And the Dodgers are one of them.
I was going to say this before, but now that you bring it up, though, you talk about we don't like the rule where you have to face at least 3 batters. Can you imagine if you're doing matchups with 1 batter at a time and you go to 18 innings?
Well,
you are going to go to position players real quick.
Yeah, well, you can't. You got to go ahead and make sure you got the right guys in there. And, take a look at the 88 World Series. Oral Hershiser came in and pitched. He had asked Tommy Lasorda. He said, "Hey, Skip, if you need me, I'm available." And Tommy said, "No, I got to have you in another game." He says, "No, I could pitch a few innings or whatever." And so Oral goes down to the bullpen, unbeknownst to Tommy, tells the coach down there that Tommy sent him down to warm up. And when he got through throwing some, coach calls Tommy, says, "Oral's ready." He says, "What do you mean Oral's ready?" And he says, "He's down here. He's ready to go." He says, "Well, let's bring him in."
I'm not going to lie. As an impartial fan, I mean, I root for the Dodgers. I've been here long enough, and I root for them for you guys. But I was kind of hoping to see some position players. I wanted to see some history made. If it went to 19,
yeah, I'd like to see a couple.
What would you like to see, Fred?
A couple of guys from the outfield. Guys who sit behind the fence chewing tobacco.
They said it was going to be Rojas.
Yeah,
for the Dodgers.
Miguel Rojas, and Kike Hernandez did it, I think, and gave up about 10 runs when he did it the last time. And I don't ever want to see a position player again. Never.
Put a lot of pressure on the hitters.
Yeah.
If they don't come through against an outfielder, that'd have been embarrassing.
You discover that new kid, Will Klein, series 10th pitcher for the Dodgers, doubled his previous career highs with 4 innings and 72 pitches. And I guess Yamamoto was warming up too, and he might have come in after that as well. So,
well, let me ask you this:
yes,
win, lose, or draw, what kind of trade moves are the Dodgers going to make?
Well, they're going to have to do something with that bullpen.
Well, that's what I mean.
They did it again this year, but they got a bunch of stiffs. And they paid a lot of money for these guys. I don't know how much money they got.
5 guys with dotted lines around their neck.
What's the guy with 2 first names there? Corey Scott. What's his name?
Trevor Scott.
Trevor Scott or Scott Trevor. I can't remember which. What, $17 million for a year?
Yeah. Well, he signed like a 4-year 70, I think.
Yeah, but not worth it.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with that guy.
4-year 70.
Something like that.
I think a lot of it has to do with if they do win this or not, because you brought up who's the reliever that 70-some pitches, broke his career high.
Oh, Will
Klein. Will Klein, yeah. If the Dodgers go on to win this, he's going to be remembered for that. He's going to be walking around with confidence, assuming he probably has to come in and do a similar performance. But if they lose, all of that heroics from Game 3 is going to be forgotten.
Of course. And we're going to be having our show on the air and sounding like idiots.
Except for
The show's going to sound totally stupid on the air. Hey, guys, the game's over, Okay, so here's the deal. Brad Paisley, one of the great country singers, he comes into World Series games and he sings. And every time he sings, they go into extra innings. I mean, I think he went, one time he sang, he went to 10 innings, another time 18, another time 11, and again this last time he sang again and they went 18. I love you, Brad, but no more national anthems for you.
Has that ever happened on The Simpsons?
Oh.
I don't think so.
Is that a fact?
It's a fact.
That's a fact.
He's sung the national anthem.
He's jinxing this team.
Exactly.
Well, they've won some. They've won them usually.
They did win the other 18, but the Dodgers
lost the series.
Didn't end up winning that series.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Now they asked Magic Johnson, who's part owner of the Dodgers. They said Derek Jeter said that Ohtani mania compares to previous sports stars because Ohtani had that great game: 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 5 walks, up 9 times. pitching out there, the next day. He says, "You've been here." This is what, Derek says to Magic Johnson. "You've seen stars." He says, "L.A. makes stars. Stars come to L.A. You've been here yourself. Kobe, Shaq, Gretzky come to L.A. How does Ohtani Mania compare to those other guys?" And Magic says, "It's the same other than they don't own a country." He says, "See, because he owns Japan. The same impact. The fans love him. I think it's more like Kobe and the type of impact he's made on the field and off the field. He's a humble young man, and he's serious about becoming the baseball player we've ever seen." And I'm telling you, this is, if you never saw Babe Ruth, and I haven't, I know, Fred, you might have.
I ran into him once.
That's what I thought.
Over on 8th Avenue.
Tell us about it. Well, Fred told a story one day about sitting on Babe Ruth's stool.
That was his, that was
Oh, yeah.
that was the Babe's stool.
Yeah.
And Jimmy the clubhouse man there at the Giant facility, Yankee Stadium. I asked him. I said, "Look at that stool. It's kind of a cool looking little stool." And he says, "Yeah, that's Mr. Ruth's stool." I said, "What are you talking about? It's Mr. Ruth's stool." He says, "Yeah, he sits in that. I was in here when he first got here in 21. He was here in 21, And I said, "Oh, I didn't know that." I should have said, "Yeah, I know that. I was standing right over there." And he just had a wonderful time telling the old Babe Ruth stories, sitting, and he had an ass print. The Babe had an ass on him. He had an ass print in that stool. And I looked at that, and I went over to it, and I said, "Jimmy, is this?" He said, "Yeah, that's his marker. He leaves a mark wherever he goes." And I said, "Can I sit there?" I said, "Can I just drop down in there and snuggle into the Babe's ass print?" He goes, "Well, I don't see why not." So I was there for about 5-10 minutes, and I just said, "This is an addictive situation. I think every home game, I'm going to come over here and get pressed."
One of the great stories of our time. Fred Dreyer's butt meets the Babe's butt, and there you go. And you said when you walked in, you played for the Giants, and of course they played Yankee Stadium, and you went out there and you saw his number 3, was it, that was etched into some of the wooden stuff in the dugout and everything?
Yes, one was Babe. It was etched in the 10 by 10, big beam, and in them days they used a lot of wooden beams, not so much steel, but they used wooden. So I'm standing there in the runway leading out of the Yankee dugout, down the grade, onto the first base dugout, and so I stopped and looked at the overhead beam, and it looked like it was freshly painted, but it was just a bunch of coats of gray, Yankee Stadium gray, that had painted over all of the knife wounds that it had partaken there over the generations. And I asked the clubhouse, the other guys in the clubhouse, I said, "Is this what guy would put the Babe's number up there?" Here's the Babe. The Babe. That's his print, and that's his carving, and there's nothing you can do. People would like him to stop doing that, but he's going to go do it anyway, and there it is.
Well, I'm telling you. And the Babe liked Yoo-Hoo bars, as I understand. The Yoo-Hoos.
Not Yoo-Hoo bars.
The Yoo-Hoo drink.
Yoo-Hoo drink, chocolate drinks. Yeah.
And when you got there, you went out there to center field, and that Fred Dreyer with that tall, strapping trot of his, when he goes out there, first thing he did, you ran out to center field. What were you looking for?
No, I went out to center field because I knew my favorite Yankee of all time, Mickey Mantle, had hurt his knee, blew his knee out on a sewer grate, and so I went out to see what was going on, and there was a Ram official saying, "Come on in, it's going to start raining," and I said, "Did you see?" And I'm yelling from center field into the dugout, and I said, "Did you see this?" He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Did you see this? It's the grate where the Mick tore his knee up." and he said, "What?" I said, "Yeah." And one thing I can't believe is it's still here.
That's amazing. And how is Vince Ferragamo after shot at him? Jackie Slater. It's amazing. Great stories from the archives of Fred Dryer. We're going to write a book here, and we'll get it out to you. But we're going to take a break next and come back with more on the Fred Dryer Show.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 800-785-9618. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-785-9618 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 800-785-9618 right now to schedule your tax-deductible vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-785-9618 now.
The Kahanapali Beach Resort on Maui is open, and we are welcoming guests. All properties are taking reservations now. Come visit. Go to kahanapaliresort.com. Experience Kahanapali Beach Resort on the tropical west side of Maui, just a short drive from the airport. All highways are open, a collection of relaxing resort properties, our award-winning beach, delectable dining, world-class restaurants, and activities for everyone, snorkeling, surfing, sailboating, water sports of all kinds, beach and ocean dining, stargazing, beautiful sunsets every night, golf, sun, fun, food, wine, and all in paradise. Visit Kahanapali Beach Resort on Maui. Relax. Reservations are now available. Start with a visit to kahanapaliresort.com. That's Kahanapali resort.com. The Kahanapali Beach Resort is waiting for you.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
Halloween week on the Fred Dryer Show. I'm Michael Horn with Corey Marino. JD Jeremy Dayton here with us. And the one and only Fred Dryer's here.
The ghost.
All right, so we got everybody here in line with us here today. And, of course, my dog, Lindy, who had some bad kibble here for lunch. Now, I hear these producers, Fred, you and I are gifted. Look at, see, I told you. Gifted to have some of the great producers of all time, two of them on the show. And they put together a great show, and then we come in here and perform and make it the Seinfeld of radio here, just going off in directions. But let's bring it home a little bit, because Jeremy Dayton's a big Baltimore Raven fan. They won last week. But tell us a little bit, Jeremy. Let's Fred comment on this. I guess Lamar Jackson didn't play, but he was revealing he stripped the locker room of video games, ping pong tables. I mean, he ripped the place apart. What's going on there with the Ravens?
Well, what's awesome about it is that the Ravens fans are so finicky, like so many fans are, and they started complaining because when the story first broke, they thought it was John Harbaugh, and they're like, "Oh, he's treating them like kids. They're done. It's doomsday." But then it finally came out last week that Lamar had said after the Kansas City loss, he went to the team trainer and said, "We got to get rid of all this stuff. No distractions. We got to lock in," even though he was hurt. So all of a sudden now it's like a rallying cry. Everybody's like applauding him because there's only probably one or two people in that locker room that can get away with doing that, and obviously he's one of them. So what do you think about it, Fred?
There was a couple of times where, there was in our locker room the display of what's that game?
Ping pong?
Kong.
Pong?
Oh.
Kong.
Kong.
Kong, yeah, that's
King
a good
Kong?
one.
Donkey
with
Kong?
the little
It's
Mario
a good
Brothers. and
Yeah,
everything.
no, it's a good game.
Yeah.
But after a while, the noise, that going in over the team meeting is not a real good idea. And so we got rid of all those things too, and you can't keep. I don't see how you can keep something like that, in the forefront or in the background of your team. And the team, if you're winning and you've got that in the back, there's always those they're saying you can't take it out now, you'll jinx the team. And then all you got to do is we'll see about that. We'll pull the plug. So they pull the plug, and it doesn't change anything, certainly.
Do you think it was a smart move by the Chicago Bears last week before we faced them to troll the Ravens, and they had their players playing ping pong and then playing games and cornhole? They posted on social media basically mocking the Ravens for getting rid of it, saying we're still playing.
That's why they
before
lost.
They played us. Yeah.
Wish I would have known that. My handicapping would have changed.
I remembered you picked against him, Mike.
Yeah, that's right. I was stupid. Tell you. And I'll probably do it again this week. I don't know.
No.
But they were 1-5, so somebody had to do something to shake up the Ravens. It's good for Lamar Jackson to do that.
Yeah. No, it was good. He's stepping up to be the leader. We'll see how the season plays out, but we got a schedule laid out in front of us that is definitely a lot easier than the first 5 weeks, so we'll see.
They got a bye week this week. Let's do something serious here and take a look at
taking shots at Miami fans, huh?
Yeah, let's.
We play Miami
this week.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's
Thursday night football. Yeah.
All right, so we'll kick off with the Chicago Bears are playing at the Cincinnati Bengals. JD, who do you think is going to win?
Oh man, well if Flacco plays, I like the Bengals. I'll take the Bengals either way. It's at Cincinnati, right?
Yeah,
it's at Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I'm going holding my nose and going the Bears. If they do it to me again, I'm done with them. Corey?
I like the Bengals. I think Flacco. I don't know if he'll play. They say it's 50-50 right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We'll see, but
Fred, who do you like?
I think I like the Bengals.
I guess the Bears.
Okay. Vikings are at the Detroit Lions. Fred, who do you like? The Detroit's at home. Minnesota's playing at Detroit.
Detroit will dismantle this team.
Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All of us agree on that one. Panthers are at the Green Bay Packers. Packers, I thought were going to lose that Sunday night game last week and came back. I'm Green Bay as the home team. Carolina's at Green Bay. Corey, who do you like?
I like Green Bay. The Panthers just don't have enough yet. They getting all their young pieces starting to play a little bit better, but Green Bay looked pretty dominant on Sunday night. So I'm looking
Fred?
at them.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Yeah. I'm with Green Bay. Jeremy?
Yeah, Carolina came back to earth last week. Green Bay.
Denver Broncos are playing in Houston against the Texans. JD.
Broncos.
Yeah, the Texans are actually favored by one.
Well, they got a good team. They won last week, but I'm with Jeremy.
The 49ers.
I'm going Denver. Fred?
Oh, you got to go Denver.
Denver defense.
Yeah.
And Corey?
Yeah, I think Denver.
You're a Denver buddy there, I'll tell you. All right, the Falcons, and I said I'm not going to pick them ever again, are playing against the New England Patriots, and that's the team to watch. The New England Patriots have surprised a lot of people. I'm going Patriots in that one. Fred?
Where are they playing?
in New England at the Patriots are
I'll
home
take
team.
the Pats.
Yeah. JD?
Man, you know what? I think I'm going to take the Falcons. I think this
Oh,
is one of those
boy.
games where they surprise.
Going to show me up.
If Penix plays, and Kirk Cousins, what happened? What happened there? But
Yeah, I don't know. Corey?
May has them running hot, so I think I'm going to go with the Patriots.
Yeah, there you go.
they are.
San Francisco 49ers are playing your first team, the New York Giants. New York Giants are at home. Who do you like, Fred?
I'm going with the Giants.
JD?
Wait, you said the Niners and Giants?
Yeah, San Francisco 49ers are at New York playing
It's
the Giants.
just there's too many injuries. I got to take the Niners.
I'm taking the Niners, but the Giants were, played well, but they got injuries now.
Well,
And
wait a
Corey-
minute. This is
just off the record there. There's some injuries on the Giants.
Well, I'd like to know that.
Okay, well, I'm telling it to you now then. So you want to change and go to the 49ers?
Yeah, I'll go to the 49ers.
Okay, Corey?
Yeah, I think the 49ers, even though they're beat up too.
Yeah, but they've proven they can do without.
They got better players.
Yeah.
One of the best teams in football right now, Indianapolis. The Colts are going to be playing at Pittsburgh. This could be a good game. Corey, your thoughts?
The Colts are only in first place because of that bogus call against the Broncos. They should be switched. But I'm still going to go with them.
Pittsburgh got so many lucky wins to start the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Colts. How about you, JD?
Colts.
Fred?
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they run the ball on them.
Yep.
All right, Chargers are on the road playing at Tennessee. I'm picking the Chargers here on this one. Fred?
Chargers at Tennessee?
At Tennessee, yes.
I'm going with the Chargers, although I have a lot of concerns.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Corey, do you have concerns?
I don't have concerns this week against Tennessee. Tennessee has looked putrid. They look like they're going to get the number 1 pick again.
Well, they keep getting hurt, and no matter who they
JD?
play.
Well, if Arizona didn't have the biggest collapse in probably NFL history, Tennessee probably doesn't win a game this year. So I don't think they're going to beat the Chargers.
No, they're not going to beat them, but they might cover the points, and
What is it,
you never
like
can
14?
tell.
Yeah,
You never can
Is it-
tell.
Yeah, it's
All
probably
right.
something large.
This
Got
is
the New Orleans Saints are playing in Los Angeles against the Rams for your old alma mater there, Fred.
New Orleans. Oh, okay, you got to go Rams, don't you?
Yeah, I'm with you on that, JD.
The only scary thing is I know New Orleans, they're busting out Tyler Show, their rookie quarterback, but I still got to take the Rams. But they never
Corey?
seen him, so you never know.
Yeah, I don't think the rookie's going to have any beginner's luck. I think it's going to be the Rams all the way.
Jacksonville Jaguars are playing in Las Vegas against the Raiders. Corey.
I really don't like the Jaguars because I don't trust Trevor Lawrence, but the Raiders aren't great, but they're coming off a bye, and Pete Carroll can be trusted, but I don't like it, but I'm going with the Jaguars.
I am too. How about you, JD?
Yeah. Same. They're both coming off bye, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're
got to
both
take
coming
the
off bye.
Jaguars.
Fred?
Yeah, it's the Raiders losing another home game.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Pete Carroll's just kind of finding his feet there in Las Vegas.
Bowers is still out, right?
No, he has practiced
Oh, he is
in
back.
full, so he's back.
Oh.
He,
all right,
the Pete's there reacted when he took that job.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything on the bench.
All right, the Kansas City Chiefs
Oh.
are playing in Buffalo. This could be the game of the week here. Kansas City Chiefs going to be a Sunday afternoon game. I'm thinking Kansas City's on a roll here. Buffalo's great. I'm going to go Kansas City. Fred, your thoughts?
I'm going to go Buffalo.
JD?
I think Kansas City's going to take this one.
Corey?
Yeah, I think Kansas City's going to take it, but Buffalo usually wins in the regular season,
Yeah.
and then they lose in the postseason. So Fred might
Buffalo
be
just
right.
looks so vulnerable. They beat up on Carolina last week, or Atlanta.
Yeah.
But
no, they lost to Atlanta.
They lost to Atlanta. Yeah, that's what's so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kansas City's rolling. I hate to see it. If they somehow trade for Breece Hall, it's going to annoy the heck out of me. But we'll see. That'll be a good game to watch.
Seattle Seahawks are playing at the Washington Commanders. Now, I think we got a quarterback out there. Am I right, Corey?
Yeah, they don't know fully yet, but they don't think Jaden's going to play.
For Washington?
For Washington. Even if he does, Seattle's defense has looked pretty good all year, and Sam Darnold's playing okay.
I like Sam Darnold.
Decent.
I'm going Seattle as well.
Yeah.
Fred?
Yes, Seattle.
And JD?
I got to take Seattle, hesitantly.
Hey. Arizona Cardinals, the old St. Louis Cardinals Fred was talking about earlier in the show, they're playing at Dallas with the Cowboys. You know, Cowboys can stink or be great. They're seeming like they got something going. I'm going to go Cowboys here. Fred, your thoughts?
Cowboys.
JD?
Cowboys.
Corey?
Yeah, I don't like Arizona this year. The Cowboys have enough offense to beat
Actually,
them, I think.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
Yeah,
If
good
Kyler
game.
plays.
Got a good game there. We have to get together and maybe get some tilapia, Fred, and get you guys to come over to the house.
Tilapia and hot dogs.
It'd be pretty good. We'll put it all together. Now, what about this FBI gambling story, Corey? Lay this one out for us.
So it's a combination of two.
With the NBA here.
Yeah, the NBA. It's a combination. It was an investigation by the FBI called Royal Flush, which they so Terry Rozier and Damon Jones, they're like cheating by getting with mafia people and college people and betting the unders on their stats and player prop bets. And the same people are also involved with Chauncey Billups with hooking up rigged and mafia-backed poker games. So a lot of NBA players are either hosting these games, and then some are hosting them and throwing games like back in the day. It's a crazy instance, and it's weird to see the mafia back in the news.
So so what's happening? Are there some cases here that are going to be tried or something? We got some problems?
Well, we were talking about it during the break, like just a lot of the shady things that have been happening. Terry Rozier has always been a very Jekyll and Hyde player. He'll have great games, and then he'll throw up 2 points. Corey was pointing out it was a game where he scored 8 in the first quarter, and his over-under for that game was like 9. And then all of a sudden he mysteriously hurts his ankle and doesn't play again. And, like, there's footage of him, like, looking like he's throwing games, like just throwing the ball away, absent-minded passes to the other team, you know, out of the movie Blue Chips from back in the day where one of the players that Nick Nolte coached, you know, got found out for, like, throwing games. When you start laying player props where one player can literally win or lose a bet by himself, like, that's a scary place to be in if you're a bettor or just caring about the integrity of sports.
Well, what do you think about his teammates?
Oh, yeah.
Some are with him, some aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
Chauncey
the Astros.
Billups is Trailblazers, the coach charged in the poker case already, joined a mafia-backed cheating teams that used rigged shuffling machines, marked cards, and contact lenses to scam victims. Damon Jones, former player coach, accused in both cases passing Lakers injury information to gamblers and participating in the poker game. Fred, your thoughts on this?
It's an exciting day at the arena. You know, you never can tell. I mean, you got to have a lot of guts, you know, to dump a game right in front of the visiting.
That's it.
Every other commercial during these games is for Prize Picks or DraftKings or some betting app, though. So everybody's doing it. It's like,
oh yeah, as soon as they said DraftKings, as soon as they started doing that, I said it's all over with. It's just the tip of the iceberg.
All right, we'll take a break, and we come back and take a look at some Hunter pictures. Stay with us here on the Fred Dryer Show.
Attention, those of you looking to go on a fun vacation and see the world on the cheap. Today, the U.S. dollar is worth even more in other countries, so there's never been a better time to travel outside the USA. The dollar is worth over $1.30 in Canadian dollars, and it's the same for Australia. You can fly there today and have fun and maximize your travel dollar. Your U.S. dollar is worth over $3 in Brazilian reals, and it's worth over $18 in Mexican pesos. Plus, in Argentina, it's worth over $27 in Argentine pesos. Just think of the bargains you'll get. And the way you get the cheapest airfare to any destination is by calling Tickets That Cheap. Save up to 75% on your foreign vacation tickets. Don't wait. Call now. 802-317-1979. 802-317-1979. 802-317-1979. That's 802-317-1979.
1 out of 2 Americans thinks their life is worthy of a book. Here's another startling stat. You may be one of the 15% of people who bothered to start your book and one of the 6% that got halfway through it, but your gem of an idea likely died. Or did it? Some published authors are making significant money, so join the ranks of the successful people that finish their books with help from Dorrance Publishing. Call right now, and our experienced editors and writers will explain to you what it's going to take to get your book completely written, published, and then taken to market to sell it. It's a free consultation, so call right now. Find out how much time and money it takes to finally get that book idea of yours published. Make your dreams happen. Call Dorrance Publishing right now.
800-786-1468. 800-786-1468. 800-786-1468. That's 800-786-1468.
This is baseball's Ron Say. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers, but the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you will have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to the short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Get your set of Michelin Defender 2 tires at Hank's Tires, 19951 Ventura Boulevard in Woodland Hills. Call my buddy Steve Goldberg at 818-340-4200. That's 818-340-4200. Hank's Tires is also built to last. Hank opened Hank's Tires in 1953, and we are the oldest tire and auto repair shop in the San Fernando Valley with 100% customer satisfaction. Hank's is AAA approved for all of your auto repair needs. Call Hank's Tires at 818-340-4200 and tell them Ron Say sent you.
We're back. It's the Fred Dreyer Show. I'm Michael Horn with our producers Corey Marino, J.D. Jeremy Dayton, a star of our show, the one and only Fred Dreyer. Fred, of course, your second career, actually third career, you were an analyst at CBS after your football days, and then one of the great actors of our time here, the iconic Rick Hunter in the Hunter TV show. And we got some photos here, if you can pop them up for us, Corey. At the from the very beginning, the Hunter episode was showing when Halloween night fell on a Saturday, October 31st in 1987. Fred, looks like you had a flashlight
at the dentist
jammed in your face in the dentist or something. Tell us about it.
That was the first shot after lunch.
Just, that's what it was. And Stephanie there took a look at you, and she looked quite surprised here.
She said, "You actually did it?"
Yes, and then you came back and looked at her and said, "What did you eat?" "Yes, I did."
You know baby.
He is scary. And then, of course, you two calmed down a little bit. What was this episode all about on Halloween? Was it kind of bizarre, a little scary, a little haunting?
It was called Night on Bald Mountain.
Interesting. All right.
It was over here in the valley on
Mount. Well,
let's see, just before you hit the switchbacks on Mulholland.
Interesting.
And it was like 5 minutes from my house or something.
That's nice, huh?
Yeah, but it was good. We had good cast, and it was a send up on spooky old stories. You know, guys walking, old timers, yard. All these keepers of the property were walking around with flashlights and candles and stuff, and saying, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, there's Fred hitting the wine cellar again, I'll tell you.
No, I had just eaten a hot dog.
That's good. Check that out. That's our show. If you miss anything, email us, FredDryer at crntalk.com, FredDryer at crncompetitionradionetworktalk.com. Download our cell phone app, dial pound 250 on your smartphone, download it, and get our podcast the same way. Dial pound 250. When the call is answered, say, "Find my podcast," and then they'll ask you which one, say the Fred Dreyer Show. Final thoughts from you, Fred Dreyer.
Jeremy, thank you so much for being on the show. We're rooting for the
Ravens,
the rebirth of the Ravens, and
next week.
If anyone should ask, you're listening to CRN Digital Talk.